Anshul Abhijit, this question is for you. If you had one big leader, at least visually, in terms of optics, which re-energizes a campaign for any party, that could have benefited you. To run this silent campaign where I would reckon even the likes of Jignesh Mevani are crowdfunding their own campaign. They are, struggling to fight their own seats.
Preeti, this is certainly not a silent campaign. I think there is a misapplication
in your own words,
of words
that's
here.
The Congress's words, not mine.
This is an intense, focused, concentrated campaign. This is a micro strategy in which we go from houses, which we go to muhallas, we go to gullies. There are nukkad sabhas. Of course, there is no bombast from rooftops. There is no shouting from rooftop. There are no big billboards. It's a different kind of campaign. We are focusing on our past, on our accomplishments, on the fact that we fulfill our promises like we did in Rajasthan. We brought in urban MNREGA, like we did in Chhattisgarh, where we brought in the Nyay scheme. And the BJP here is marked by complete desperation. The polarization that we've seen, the high-pitched Hindutva engine that is running over time, we've seen that, and the rebel candidates that have emerged. And the BJP now is resorting to thuggery, kidnapping, as we've seen in the MLA from Banaskantha, who had to run in the middle of the night. This is the desperation that we're seeing in the hands of the BJP. Remember, in this phase, in the northern parts, these are the parts where traditionally it's been a Congress stronghold. Of course, in every election there are challenges. But we have managed to overcome the challenges by a different nature of campaign, a micro strategy. The BJP is exceedingly desperate, let me tell you, in this particular election, because they failed on all accounts. The Morbi incident was an outcome of the Gujarat model of development. And Mr. Modi is actually mimicking the Bharat Jodo Yatra in which he undertook that long sort of what is termed as the largest road show or whatever. So we are setting the agenda, we are setting the trend, they are falling behind, and they're actually mimicking us.
Anshul Abhijit, many would suggest right now this is a tad bit delusional. You and I both understand that. The fact is, look at where the Bharatiya Janata Party is right now, especially in the state of Gujarat. To call them mimicking your campaign, not many would buy it. I would think that would require a reality check, but I understand what your sentiment there is. Charu Pragya, okay, I'll come back to you. I want to quickly bring in Charu Pragya into this campaign. Charu Pragya, it's not that there isn't any anti-incumbency, there is. There seems to be one underlying factor where the BJP has clearly put all its eggs in one basket, and that is the factor of Narendra Modi. Over 27 rallies over the course of this campaign. Even at the fag end, 2 big rallies. Even by this morning, you've had the Prime Minister, which possibly an Anshul Abhijit and a Jasmine Shah will say is a violation of the EC code, holding a mini roadshow of sorts.
Good morning, Preeti. And let me begin by appealing to the people of Gujarat to go out and vote if they haven't done so already. It's extremely important you cast your vote today so that you can be a part of the thriving democracy of your country. See, what Anshul was saying, I've been hearing that, Preeti. And the comparison between our two parties is extremely unfair. Ours is a party where the senior most leader and the junior most karyakarta work shoulder to shoulder to win an election, to meet people, to tell them about our vision for the future, to present our report card. That does not seem to be the case with Congress. So even though they are on one of their most historical marches across India, it seems to be for political reasons, they choose to skip on both the poll-bound states of Gujarat, of Himachal, and I fail to understand the reason for that. The only thing that I can understand from that is that the prince does not want to go to a state where he is not going to be winning sufficient seats, and they decide to skip it altogether. That's not how politics works. I'm very sorry. As for the state of Gujarat, all you need to do is look at the overwhelming love which pours in for Modi ji. And this love is not only for the personality
is that enough? The overwhelming love, and yes, there are no two ways about it.
It is, yes.
You're bang on.
Can I please tell you the reason for that? This overwhelming love, Preeti, is not only because of the personality that Modi ji is, it is also because of the vision that he presents for India.
Okay.
It is because the development he brings to his home state. It is because of the transformation he brings and the way he manages to connect our glorious past to our future. And it is all of this that makes Modi ji the most popular
but will
leader.
that be enough is the big question. That's the big question.
Oh,
will that be enough this time around? There is the Anshul, I know you want to come in, but this is not a debate. So let's not get into a debate this morning. Okay, I want to just bring in Jasmine Shah from the Aam Aadmi Party before I cut across to our reporter. Dev Ankur still continues to be with us from Banaskantha. Not Banaskantha, Mehsana, I beg your pardon. But Jasmine Shah, I'll bring you in on this. The first phase, we saw this massive thrust from the Aam Aadmi Party to the extent where your own leader has predicted that you're going to come to power with 98 to 99 seats. You know, many would say it could be a little preposterous but audacious at the same time. Having said that, the second phase kicks in. It doesn't seem you're very strong in the second phase. We haven't seen that kind of campaigning where central Gujarat is concerned. You know, where North Gujarat is concerned, it seems you've practically pulled out your forces.
Really, I do not know on what basis you make those statements. The reality on the ground is that today there is a wave for parivartan that we are seeing in Gujarat. There is a wave for change. You know, this is not very unsimilar to what we saw in Punjab. And mind you, this is not just anti-incumbency. It's 27 years of anger. You know, the people of Gujarat tried giving Congress the opportunity 5 times in the last 25 years. What happened? Either they would not be able to defeat BJP, or after winning some MLA seats, they would sell their souls and transfer to BJP. Today they know that BJP keeps talking about Asmita, keeps talking about PM Modi, but has nothing to do on the ground which affects their day-to-day lives. Tell me one promise that BJP has made in that manifesto that will affect the lives of people. Nobody remembers that promises. On the other hand, they know that Kejriwal talks about real issues. He talks about schools. He talks about clinics. He talks about giving 3,000 rupees to unemployed youth. He talks about giving 1,000 rupees to the women. Who's talking about these mool issues or ground issues? It is only the Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay.
Unfortunately, so far the contest was between a non-existent Congress, and we are seeing this. Saying that this is a silent campaign is basically revealing what the truth on the ground is. Congress is absolutely absent. It is only the Aam Aadmi Party versus BJP, and you will see come December 8th a sweep, a kind of a historic mandate that you've not seen in Gujarat for the past 27 years.
Well, all three of you are claiming victory. We'll only know when that last vote is counted. But for a larger picture, you can tune in 6 p.m. Right here on our exit polls. Access My India exit polls right on the network. We've usually given the most accurate results where exit polls are concerned.